I'd like to welcome to the stage a man who has never been on stage before. Yeah. So I'd like to welcome him with open arms, and please ignore the fact that he's wet himself out of fear. AJ Johnson. How's everyone doing tonight? Let's hear it for Luke. Luke, let's hear it for Luke. So you guys, I've been thinking about something that's been blowing my mind, and I hope it blows your mind too. Guys, we got our down low parts. We got our dicks. You touch them, and it feels good. You keep touching them, it feels better. You touch them enough, you splooge, it feels awesome. Like Boston accent, wicked awesome. But ladies, you got your down below parts too. You start touching them, you get squishy. Start flicking the bean, get moist. You keep doing it enough, it's all wet down there, and it feels good. So we have these parts that feel good, but what blows my mind is that when you put them together, they make each other feel good. Do you guys get what that means? You understand? I don't think you understand. Let me give you an example. So I was at a Vons a few months ago. That's a grocery store. I was at Vons. I was at the cash register, and the chick at the counter is like, would you like to apply for a Vons Club card? And I said, yes. I don't want a Vons Club card. My dad has one. I use that. But the longer I'm talking to her, the more likely we're going to have sex, probably. Do you guys get it now? You probably don't. So, last week, I had some recyclables. I went to redeem them down the street here. I don't know if you guys have been there. So I go there, and my bag of cans, I throw it down. The guy across, he's looking at them, shuffling through them, doing this Rain Man thing, like counting them. And he looks at me and goes, you got any more cans? And I say, no. And we start walking my car. I don't have any more cans. He knows I don't have any more cans. But he's got a mouth and a butthole that feels just as good as a vagina would. That's how you make a joke not heteronormative. I wouldn't say that's gay. Sex isn't necessarily gay. Sex is not what makes it gay. Like, if you have a dog that has sex with the same gender dog, you don't call it gay. My dog humps a cat. She humps our lady cat. I don't think that's gay. I don't think it's weird either. I think it's smart. Because that cat's not going anywhere. Like literally, it's a house cat. It won't leave the house. But also just stands there and takes it. Animals have it figured out. Like animals, I too. Every time I see or hear of an object, the first thought is, how would that feel on my penis? Like someone give me an object, anyone.
Hi.
Velcro. Dog. Why you gotta be going out like that, Velcro? You know that's for girls. So, anyways, my grandma was like really racist. There's nothing unique about that statement, but she was a Mexican immigrant, which I think kind of makes it a little special. But so let me tell a short story. So I used to take my grandma to the bank. And at this bank, the only woman that spoke Spanish was this light-skinned Latina. Her name was Julia. But my grandma never called her Julia. She always called her Weta, which means like whitey in Spanish. But like to her face, like she going like, hey, Weta, ¿cómo estás? But anyways, so one day we're in the car, and I noticed that Julia doesn't like this. So in the car before we go in the bank, I told my grandma like, hey, maybe today you don't call her Weta, you call her Julia, you know? I think she but my grandma looks at me just bewildered, like, what's wrong with you? Like, why would I call her that? And I'm like, I don't think she likes it. And she's like, no, she's fine. And I said, Grandma, let me put it to you this way. If she was black, would you call her negra? Which is blackie in Spanish. And my grandma gets this sketch, so she goes, oh, AJ, no, of course I wouldn't. Black people don't like being black. I know, but so to add insult to injury, my grandma wasn't just racist, she was also like really ignorant. And I know, racism is a form of ignorance. Fuck you guys. Let me explain. Like, she really made it so like the 5th grade in Mexico. I don't know, I think by then, like, you already know how to, like, pick grapes and cook beans. It's a cultural thing. It's fine. But so, she was, like, also really ignorant. She didn't understand a lot of things. Like, we have a strong Filipino community where I'm from. She used to tell me that Filipinos were, like, a monkey. They were a form of monkey. And I'm like, Grandma, that's so wrong. You're incorrect. They're primates. Anyone who finds that wrong, take a fucking anthro class. Humans are primates. Or don't, it's a bullshit major. But so, my grandma is no longer with us. God bless her, my grandma's not with us anymore. Actually, on the way into the bank, she tripped over the curb, messed up her ankle, had to take her home, put her down. She had a good run, but her time was up. Don't worry, I did her Lenny style. I took her in the backyard, made her look at her roses from behind. I learned that lesson with Grandpa. When his knee went out, he saw me coming at him, and he was fast. He was hobbling away real fast. So anyways. Come now. So I'm pretty athletic. I didn't always used to be. I know you know these things. I'm athletic. I wasn't always. I used to be a little chubby in high school, but my favorite part about being athletic is the gear. I got myself a pair of running shorts. They feel so good. You get like a lot of wind in there, a lot of breeze.
I've seen them.
Yeah, I think everyone's seen them. Anyways, but the problem with the like small athletic shorts is that like sometimes you show more than you thought you'd be showing. Example, last time I was home, I was in the backyard doing some exercises. This one particularly, I was laying on my back with my legs up over my head. It feels real good. It's like yoga, but like not for assholes. But anyway, yoga's good. So I have my legs up over my head, and my sister comes out, she opens the door, pops her head in the backyard. I don't remember what she said. It was either like, hey, you want a hot dog, or am I a bitch? And I said something like, of course I want a fucking hot dog, and yes, you're a bitch. But I'm looking at her, and I look up at my legs over my head, and I notice that like my junk is just out. And I look back at her at the door, and the door's shutting. She's back in the house. So I'm like, I like get up, run in, open the door, and pop in the house. And I'm like, what's the matter? You get scared? Did you see something that scared you? And she goes, no, I didn't really see anything at all. So when I was a young boy, I remember the time I saw my dad's dick. I was impressed. I was really impressed. He was taking a bath. And he always like take his guns and Animals magazine in there. But anyways, so he's in there taking a bath, and I'm knocking, I open the door, and I see it. He's just laying there, and it's there. It was short, but it was fat. But so I was thinking that by transitive property, my older sister has seen my dad's dick. You know, like I dick. You get it? I know we're not all math majors, but yeah. But the weird thing is, not by transitive property, my little sister's seen my dad's dick too. So have a good night, enjoy the rest of the show.